Hi guys, I'm Shay Kerr-Pilling, Adelaide-based makeup artist, and today I'm going to teach you all about glowing skin. So step number one, I just pin my fringe back, just so that it doesn't get in the way. I'm using Mecca to Save Face. That's $45 from Mecca Cosmetica, I believe. And I'm putting it onto my little stainless steel palette from Inglot. That one cost me about $10 or something, and they're really good because you can use them without contaminating your product, and it's just a bit clean. It's just a cleaner way to work. Work it right into the brush, and then just go for your life. So step number two is primer. I don't necessarily recommend that you need to use a primer every single day, but I tend to use it when I really want my makeup to last a very long time. Yesterday I worked for about 16 hours, so I needed to make sure that my makeup was on all day, so I definitely applied it then. I use MAC Prep and Prime. That's my absolute favorite of all primers. It's really creamy, it's silicone based, so it absorbs oil quite well, and it also has a slightly again satin but slightly shimmery texture, so that it's really good photographically. So I'm just going to start, I've loaded it up into the brush, and I'm just going to start in the forehead area because that's the largest area of the T-zone. That distributes it really nice and even, and just bringing it down, and use pressing strokes, so try to press it into the skin. So I'm just going to do some foundation. I'm using NARS Sheer Glow. It's a really nice satin finish. It's not dewy and it's not matte. It's somewhere in the middle, so it always looks like skin. I'm just loading it into my brush the same way I did with my moisturizer and my primer. And I'm just going to start in the middle of the face. I'm just starting in the nose because I'm just going to move it around to the outer edges of my jawline, so it shears out nicely and I get good coverage in the T-zone. People want to add a little extra coverage on their on any area really. A lot of women who get very red in the cheeks want to add a little extra coverage with their foundation, so put a little bit of extra foundation on your brush and pat it. This patting motion deposits a lot of foundation onto the skin, so you get really good coverage. Unfortunately, I'm not the best example of that because I tend to be one color all the way down, but it works really well. So you can see there, it's just starting to add coverage, and then you just sort of blend those edges out very softly. You're using the exact same foundation, so it'll blend out really well if you're just very careful with it. Beautiful, and that gives you a really nice, very even base to go by. To conceal under the eyes, I do that just before powder, so I'm going to use MAC Select Cover Up in NW20. So work it into the brush and just pat it in that inner corner. Just get the concealer right onto that area. Right? One place that's always forgotten is this little corner here. So what I'm doing is with my my powder brush, sorry, I'm just really working it into the brush so it's fairly nice and even, and I'm just going to pat over the T-zone with it. And then I'll just go over very, very softly. I always like to go over my my blush with my powder just to really softly diffuse those edges. Once again, that works really beautifully every time. So yeah, easy step, just whisk right over. And you can even just lightly dust over the eyes just to set that little bit of foundation that you put on the eyes to begin with. I'm really sorry again that I didn't have a pimple to cover. It's probably the first time this year I've woken up without a pimple, so maybe what I'll do is tomorrow when I wake up with a giant one right in the middle of my face, I'll make a little mini tutorial on how to color correct them properly so that it gives you a little bit of an idea of how you can do that effectively. I hope that helps. Please feel free to join my Facebook page and send me messages with any questions that you have and suggest any tutorials you'd like to see in the future. Bye for now.